Coziest Rainy Fairy Tale. The Three Little Pigs. Chapter 1. A rainy day begins. The morning rain pattered softly against the windows of a quaint little cottage nestled at the edge of an enchanted forest. Inside, three little pigs, Percy, Poppy, and Pip, sat huddled near the fireplace, sipping mugs of hot cocoa. Percy, the eldest, loved his routine and was busy scribbling plans for a sturdy new house. Poppy, the middle pig, was more whimsical, doodling flowers and butterflies in her notebook. Pip, the youngest, stared dreamily out the window, watching the raindrops race down the glass. "This rain makes everything so cozy," Pip sighed. "It's like the forest is singing a lullaby." "Well," Percy said, adjusting his glasses, "cozy or not, we have a decision to make. Our little cottage is falling apart. We need to build new homes." "But it's raining," Poppy protested. "Can't we wait until the sun comes out?" "We can start planning now," Percy replied firmly. Rain is no excuse for procrastination. Chapter 2. Setting out. As the rain lightened into a soft drizzle, the three pigs donned their raincoats and boots. Each had a different vision for their new home, and they decided to build their houses separately. "I'll make a house of straw," Pip declared, picking up bundles of golden straw glistening with rain. "It'll be quick and cozy." Poppy twirled her umbrella. "I'll use wood. It's sturdy but still charming." Percy adjusted his rain hat. "I'm building with bricks. It'll take longer, but it'll be the strongest." With cheerful goodbyes, the siblings went their separate ways, promising to meet for tea at Pip's house when they were done. Chapter 3. Pip's Straw Cottage. Pip worked quickly, weaving the straw into walls and a roof. The process was easy, and by afternoon, his little cottage was complete. Inside, it was warm and fragrant, smelling faintly of hay and wildflowers. He lit a small fire in his hearth and brewed a pot of herbal tea, his house glowing like a beacon in the rainy woods. As Pip relaxed, a soft knock came at the door. It was Poppy, her apron dusted with sawdust, carrying a tray of cookies. "Your house is adorable," she exclaimed, "but it's so delicate. What if the wind blows too hard?" "It's perfect for a rainy day like this," Pip replied confidently. "Come in, and let's have tea." Chapter 4. Poppy's Wooden Cottage. The next morning, Pip and Poppy walked to Poppy's house to see her progress. Her wooden cottage was charming, with ivy climbing up the walls and flower boxes under the windows. Inside, the house smelled of pine and fresh rain. Poppy had already decorated with soft rugs and glowing lanterns, making it feel like a storybook retreat. As they admired the house, Percy arrived, his paws muddy from hauling bricks. "It's nice," he admitted, "but wood isn't as strong as bricks." "My house will be safer." Poppy just smiled. Sometimes charm is more important than strength. Chapter 5. Percy's Brick House. Percy's house took several days to build, and the siblings visited often to check on his progress. By the time it was finished, the brick cottage stood solid and proud, with a sturdy chimney and a little library inside. Percy gave them a tour, proudly pointing out the fireplace he had built himself and the thick curtains he'd hung to keep the cold out. "Now, this is a house that will last," he said, as the rain began to pour outside. The siblings gathered around Percy's hearth, sipping cocoa and listening to the rain patter on the sturdy roof. It felt safe and snug, but Pip missed the soft glow of his straw house and Poppy missed the charm of her wooden home. Chapter 6. A knock at the door. As night fell, a mysterious knock echoed through Percy's brick cottage. Startled, the three pigs peeked through the curtains. Standing in the rain was a bedraggled wolf, shivering and soaked to the bone. He held a tattered umbrella that was no match for the downpour. "Please," the wolf said, his voice trembling. "I mean no harm. I'm just cold and wet. May I come in?" The pigs hesitated. Wolves were known to be cunning, but this one seemed different, vulnerable, even. "We can't just leave him out there," Pip whispered. Reluctantly, Percy opened the door, and the wolf stepped inside, dripping water onto the rug. Chapter 7. The Wolf's Tale. The wolf introduced himself as Wren. He explained that he was an apprentice storyteller, traveling through the forest to collect tales. But the rain had washed away his notes, and he was lost and exhausted. "I don't blame you for being cautious," Wren said, warming his paws by the fire. "But I'm not like the wolves in your stories. I'm just trying to find my way." The pigs exchanged uncertain glances but decided to let him stay the night. Chapter 8. A Magical Twist. As the pigs and Wren shared tea and cookies, Wren began to tell stories. His voice was rich and soothing, weaving tales of enchanted woods, talking animals, and hidden treasures. But as he spoke, something strange happened. The fireplace flickered with images of his stories, painting the walls with scenes of magical forests and glowing castles. "You're not just a storyteller," Poppy said in awe. "You're a magician." Wren smiled. "My words hold a bit of magic, yes. But only when shared with kind hearts like yours." Chapter 9. A New Friendship. By morning, the rain had stopped, and the forest sparkled with dew. Wren thanked the pigs for their kindness, promising to return with more stories one day. The pigs, in turn, invited him to visit any time. They had learned that even the coziest homes were made warmer by sharing them with others. Chapter 10. Happily Ever After. From that day on, the pigs' cottages became a haven not just for themselves but for travelers and friends alike. Each home, whether straw, wood, or brick, offered a unique charm, but they all shared the same warmth and welcome. And on rainy nights, when the fire crackled and the tea steamed in their mugs, the pigs often reminisced about the magical storyteller who had turned a stormy evening into an unforgettable fairy tale.